What?
Coloring board.
That's Chloe's coloring board?
No,
Oh, sorry. Did I get it backwards? Is this one Karis's? It's hard to tell. Sorry, there you go. We're getting ready to drive from Minnesota all the way back to Cincinnati today. It's supposed to be somewhere around like a 12-hour drive. On the way here, we turned 12 hours into 17. Let's see how today goes, but we're ready to leave my brother's family for their wedding and head back to our place. You guys watching?
Little Hiawatha. Little Hiawatha.
Why?
His pants keep falling down.
Alright, little My Schmoyer kids. Say goodbye to all your cousins and Uncle Dan and Aunt Maggie and everybody. There we go. Toby, you don't want to leave?
Coming home is always bittersweet when you have to leave family. It is so nice to be able to get the time with them, and it's sad to leave and have to say goodbye for a little while. But the idea of getting to sleep in your own bed is pretty nice. So that makes the drive home worth it.
Bye, Ruby.
Bye.
Say bye. Say bye to them. Zeke really wants to move to Minnesota now. He keeps talking about how I want to live next to my cousins and be able to play with them every day and go see them, and it was fun for them. Olivia's ready to go. Are you?
I think doing the dog.
Say bye to the puppy. Toby, hop in your seat, little guy.
Ooh, I got a seat.
Are you coming with us, Eli?
Yeah.
You gonna go with us back to our house?
Yeah.
Are you coming too, Ty? Do we have a stowaway?
Two.
Oh, well, I guess you guys will just have to hold on real tight, okay? Grab, well, don't hold on to the handle because that'll open. Oh, you forgot me!
When our trip started out, we didn't show this, but we had a pretty big blunder. We were about half an hour down the road when we got a call saying, there's 2 suitcases in our basement. We're like, no! So we had to turn around, which was pretty frustrating, but neither one of us could put the blame on each other. And that, I think, frustrated me even more. Because I couldn't just be like, it was your fault. You were loading the car. You should have done this. We just
I thought you put them at the bottom of the steps for me to take, and you thought I was going to go downstairs and go look around.
Zeke thought it was awesome, and he was going, this is the best day ever.
I get to go back to my cousin.
Yeah, but it really didn't set us back as late as I expected.
The kids really had a fun time with their aunts and uncles and cousins the past week. Zeke learned to shoot a basketball properly. You rode a motorized scooter, and you spent a lot of time hanging out with Aunt Maggie. Hannah spent a lot of fun time with one of her cousins at a sleepover at her house. And so they all had a lot of fun. You guys noticed I got a new hat yesterday. My old one had like all sorts of holes breaking through it and just falling apart. So I got this hat, and then I got a second one for like kind of a backup when this one breaks or something. Dana liked this one, even though I don't usually get like the trucker hat type of like mesh stuff. Dana liked it, she thought it looked good. Dana put together these snack packs for the kids, which is special treats for them to ration for the rest of the drive. So you can pass that back to Hannah. She puts like cookies, marshmallows, Kicks, crackers, popcorn, cereal, I don't even know, Fig Newtons, dried fruit. Eat all of it till it's gone till the time we get home. Say thank you.
You know this stuff?
Pass this back to Chloe. Say thank you, Chloe. Say thank you. We've been on the road for about 6 hours now, I think. Maybe 7 hours, something like that. And we're about halfway home. Yay! Nobody cares. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Oh, you can give me? Yeah. So we're stopping for some gas, and usually around this time after they've had some naps, they've read through their books, we've listened to a few kid audiobooks and stuff in the car. And this is when we set up the movies. We go watch
Finding Nemo.
Normally Dana does a lot of the driving because she gets dizzy and nauseous and just feels sick unless she's just driving. So that worked out well for me because I can sit and get work done. But this time I didn't do any work and you were super tired, and so you were able to take naps, and we went back and forth this time, and which I think worked out well.
It worked out good for me. Thank you for helping with that.
The thing I don't like about car trips is like you grab food that's like least messiest in the car, which would be like chicken fingers for the kids and stuff, like fast food. And by the time you get home, you just kind of feel like gross. At least I do. It's just like, ugh. So we're eating a burger, and yeah, probably gonna regret eating this. I would love to hear from you guys, like what ideas you do for meals when you're on the road with your kids that aren't messy and aren't gonna just like end up all over the floor and cause a big mess. So the best that we come up with is either quesadillas from like a Mexican place or chicken fingers from like a fast food place. On the way driving out, a little bit easier, like because we stopped and actually ate at a restaurant. We got like a table, you can leave the mess there, you can order a little bit more healthier food, but we're just like, you want to keep going. It's like, how do we keep it as least messy in the car as possible? Because we just want to get home. We're driving all the way home today.
I figure when I am driving, Tim can usually make money, but this time you weren't working since we were driving on a Saturday. And so,
My day off.
yes, so I was like, all right, I'll take a break then, because I can't do a whole lot in the car but sleep or drive. Or talk. We got to talk and we listened to books.
One of the things we learned in the audiobook we were listening to as parents is that, when we make this mistake, which is, oh, stop it, you're just making me so frustrated, or you're making me like upset or whatever. And we learned that puts too much pressure on kids for them to feel like I'm responsible for how my parent feels. It's not healthy for them. So we're like, oh, that was good. So we had a good talk about that in the car.
Yeah.
Sorry kids if you're watching this 20 years later and you're in therapy. We're trying.
We don't know what we're doing. We changed things up a bit on the way home than the way that we did it on the way to Minnesota. On the way there, we spent the night north of Chicago to break up our trip a little bit. On the way home, we waited a little bit too long to be able to get an affordable hotel room that would fit all of us.
They're all sold out.
Yeah.
They're like, consider going next week instead. We're like, no, we gotta go home tonight or tomorrow.
So we decided we'll just go straight home, which we've done it before, and it took a really long time before. And I think we did better this time.
We made it home. I turned the air conditioner off when we left. So now our house is like super hot. Twins won't go to sleep unless they brush their teeth. So like, it's just like training toothpaste, not a big deal. They should be able to just brush right here in bed. Or E, whichever. Okay.
All right, girlie, tell us about it. How was your first road trip? What'd you think? Not so bad. Not as bad on the way home as it was on the way there.
I know you're happy to be home, aren't you? Yeah, you're super tired. You did really good on this trip, though.
I think I'm not so afraid of road trips with a newborn anymore. You did great. I feel like you're like our best newborn baby to
well, the
travel
way
with.
up she wasn't that awesome. Just
That's
the way
true.
back. So she's 1-1 so far.
Yeah.
Are you happy to be in your own bed? Yeah. We don't have any other major family trips coming up anytime soon, other than some local ones, like going to the zoo and doing some fun things around here. So that's coming up. You can go see some animals. You can like that. Follow along if you're not already. We're just all about trying to become a good family team that works together and grows together through all the challenges and fun stuff that life brings. So follow along. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye.
Okay.